So lots of times I'm going to give you a Desmos activity, and you're going to have, depending on what kind of answer I'm expecting, sometimes you're going to be given a text box and sometimes you're going to be given a math box. So I know this is the text box because of the icons down at the bottom. You've got a place where you can upload an image to, you've got a place where you can upload audio, and then you've got a little button right there that can change this text box and still let you type in math in the text box. But in this one it says, in the text box, tell me your opinion of Desmos. Okay, so my opinion of Desmos. And I'm just using my keyboard. I'm typing I love, because I love Desmos. So, when you're typing in a Desmos, you will just use your keyboard as regular, and you're typing in it, and it's a text box, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a text box. You can, however, sometimes when you're talking about math, you have to use a symbol. So it says in this text box, they also want you to type the square root of 2. Since I want you to type in the square root of 2 in a text box, you're going to have to use the math type box, and you type that in, and you can do the square root symbol. This is a shortcut. You can just type in SQRT, and when you type in SQRT, the square root symbol appears, and then you can type in the square root of 2, and you press enter, and that little outline is gone. I'm going to show you what I mean. Here, while you're in the text box, if you type in SQRT, it just stays that. It doesn't change. You have to be in the math type, and you'll know you're in the math type because it has that little dotted square right there. Now when you type in SQRT, notice it's in italics. That's what happens when you're in a math box and you type letters, they're italicized. It turns it into that. That's not your only option, however. As soon as you hit that math type box, notice it gave you a little keyboard right there, and you pop open that keyboard, and it'll give you some places, some symbols. You've got 3 tabs down here. It'll give you a keyboard if you want to use that. It gives you some function options, which was the square root symbol. But it also had the square root symbol on that main screen. So you could just click the button and then type the 2. Those are both options for you. But we've done what it asked us to do, and we did it 2 different ways. So now it says in the math box, it says write this equation in slope-intercept form. So I know slope-intercept form, the y has to be by itself, so I'm going to subtract the 3x from both sides, and it's going to give me y equals, and I'm going to type -3, because if I subtract 3x from both sides, that 3 is going to be negative, and then I have a +4. So notice that in the math box, you can open the little keyboard and it gives you the symbols and stuff, but I just used the ones on my regular typing keyboard. I used y equals. If you used this one, then you would have had to have gone y, and then equals. And then, what was it? -3. And then have to go back to the keyboard and type in X. Uh-oh, I clicked too soon. And then it was what? +4. +4. So you could do it either way. I use my keyboard most of the time if I possibly can. And then you click submit, and you have finished everything that you were supposed to do on slide 2. I forgot to tell you one more thing. So let's say I'm in the math box, and you can, again, since this keypad down here is open, you can type in, of course, the square root 2, all those things. It's going to give you a value for the square root of 2. So this is the math box is very much like a calculator. So it will give you the value. You can also type, while you're in a math box, type in SQRT. It'll change it into square root. But the thing that I wanted to tell you, it doesn't matter whether you're in a math box or you're in a text box and you use the math button, that infinity symbol, you just type in the word infinity, INFINITY. I spelled it wrong. FINITY. Oh, I still INFINITY. Infinity, and it turns it into infinity. If you're in a math box and you want the infinity symbol, INFINITY. Infinity. Now this is it's acting like a calculator here. It goes, I don't know what you want the value of infinity is, but that's how you get the symbol. You just type the word infinity. And there's lots of other shortcuts for symbols too that we'll learn as we use them.